South Africans held against their will in Thailand. Is it me, or is everybody, or does the news make it seem as if everybody's falling for these, well, they framed as scam jobs overseas? Russia, if you think of Russia, the Ukraine war, now it's Thailand. I heard this story, I saw this story, I think a month ago, about South Africans being held against their will in an Asian country. I don't know, east, west, south, or whatever, I don't know. And a lot of people are on some, why are they hiding? And why they're hiding? Is it China? Is it anyone who's part of BRICS? You know what I'm saying? And no, I don't know actually, but it's Thailand. And I'm just like, are these countries just taking advantage of South Africa's problems? The fact that people are unable to find suitable jobs or jobs at all in this country seems to me as them taking advantage of such South Africans. Maybe it's just a thought.
Concerns about their safety. According to their families, the group left South Africa last year and has since been forced to work under harsh conditions without pay. Families have appealed to the government for urgent assistance. Let's now bring in Andy Mashaile, security strategist and retired Interpol ambassador, for more on this conversation. And he joins us now via our video link.
And what's crazy is that, bro, it's not like they were traveling to Thailand to get military training or security training and stuff like that. You know, we had those stories before, especially ones linked to Russia. They were going there as IT specialists. So it's literally under the false belief, pretenses, or whatever you want to call it, that they would be working there as IT specialists. Bro, nobody's safe. No one is safe. Everyone, bro. This brain drain that South Africa is going through right now, supposedly going through, bro, is a brain drain for real, bro. I mean, think about the amount of people that went overseas under the same circumstances, you know what I'm talking about, and how some may have lost their lives in the process, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm just talking a lot of shit now, but like, this is crazy, okay? This is crazy. I just think this is crazy. This is crazy, bro. But who's stupid enough? Yeah? Who is stupid enough to not only leave the country, but to... Maybe the things are so convincing. Maybe when we look at it, bro, maybe anybody could have fallen for the same trap. But who's stupid enough? After everything that's been happening in South Africa, bro, after everything, after all the stories, the Alabuga start is also linked to Russia, the Mkhonto Wesizwe were trafficking South Africans to Russia, you know what I'm saying? You tend to wonder if these politicians really have your best interest at heart. Y'all should wake the fuck up, honestly, bro. But anyways, we're not on that right now. We're not politically focused right now, bro. I'm just like, who's stupid enough to fall for such? Tell me it's convincing. Tell me it's convinced me. What's so convincing? What's so convincing, bro? Because I'm telling you, bro, why do we hear of some people that eventually move to move to overseas countries and work fine and do well for themselves? And why do we hear of people that do the same and like end up working under unfavorable conditions for no pay? It's either someone is not doing their research, or human beings are just that dumb. But again, what if it was all faked? You know what I'm saying? What if things are going well there in South Africa? It's just because the South Africans just want to take advantage. This is a serious situation right now. But what I'm saying is, maybe this is a lie. Maybe they did get there, but they didn't find, things didn't go as planned for them. Maybe it's not paying as much. Maybe they're not able to do certain stuff. You know, different country, different role. I mean, different country, maybe different country, different laws. You know what I'm saying? And now they're like, oh, we were unable to leave, working under unfavorable conditions. You know what I'm saying? And why would SABC post such? You know what I'm saying? Just to alert us on what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'll be very vigilant on things we get or offers we get overseas now. You know what I'm saying? Does Thailand qualify as overseas? I don't know. But let's continue. I've been talking a lot of shit for too long.
Mr. Mashaile, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. I mean, let's start off here. Of course, another group of South Africans who claim that they have been held against their will in Thailand. What do you make of this latest development?
People are still excited, bro.
Mbali, good evening to you and to your viewers. This is very, very concerning. Reason being, there has been a number of people, South Africans all over the world who have been fed the lies of a better life across our borders. And these individuals end up being slaves. You and I spoke some time back during the year. I spoke of modern day.
And I legit believe that it's done on purpose. Our government is doing this on purpose. I'm not crazy. Nothing is coincidence. I don't know, bro. I just feel like nothing is coincidence. It's not a coincidence that when you pray before you go to sleep, you best believe you're gonna have a good night's sleep. Yeah, we can talk about nightmares. We can talk about people dying at night and shit like that. Bad and good things happen to everybody. But you can't tell me that it's just a coincidence that our borders are open for anybody to go past, acting as if they caught, 6,000 undocumented immigrants. That was a fucking lie. That was a lie. They're lying. If you think about cheap labor and the benefits of cheap labor, I don't want to say too much, you know what I'm saying? But cheap labor is what's keeping these people rich. They know when you know your rights when South Africa. But do they even really give a shit about that? No, they don't. They don't, bro. They pay whatever they want to. It's the reason why a person is able to work Sunday to Sunday. Bro, this was a perfectly orchestrated plan. Every single problem in South Africa, I literally believe was a plan, bro. It was a plan. It must have been. And I could link this to unemployment. But how is it? How do you orchestrate such a plan? How do you make it so? I mean, how do you ensure that a bunch of individuals, the youth and adults, find it difficult to get a job, find it difficult to feed themselves, knowing very well that some of them will have the guts to move to another country, seeking greater opportunities, not even moving like to Zimbabwe. Don't think about South Africans, bro. You would skip Zimbabwe, all these other countries, African countries, and literally move to Thailand. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. But maybe that's why our countries, anyways, bro. Maybe that's why our country's behind. You know what I'm saying? But like as a people, I feel like nothing, bro, is done by mistake. Nothing. Everything is intentional. There's no such thing as coincidence.
Modern day slavery. And yes, this is modern day slavery, as you and I can pick up from the people who want to come back to the home country and they are denied their rights. Same thing with those who are trapped in Russia. We learned that 14 million was paid to an individual who has been allegedly named as Duduzile Zumasambula. And we know that for the fact that when money has been exchanged, for you and I and the students of history, we will just remember the many years, the 1700s, when people were brought into slavery. So this is really modern day slavery. And we have a responsibility as a country to rescue them from those slaves.
Okay, well, hold on. Did you guys notice that background? That's actually bro. I thought it was in an actual library or a room or something, bro. A conference room or something. That's just the background, bro. Damn, that was so convincing, bro. What the hell?
Contracts.
Believe it or not, I will draw the person you will marry.
Okay, whatever.
One of my clients asked for a reason.
This is the worst ad ever, bro. But anyways, I need to get YouTube Premium, but I'm not about to waste my money on a useless plan. It's about to rain shit. Okay, I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm not promoting this shit anyway, so fuck app Nebula, whatever, soulmate, whole lot of bullshit. So it's the politicians who are trafficking individuals to these countries. people that are supposedly, and you're still gonna vote for them, you're still gonna vote them into power. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, if a bunch of South Africans claim that they're intelligent, because nobody wants to be seen as stupid or or to even accept the fact that they're stupid, right? So everybody clever South Africa, so everyone is intelligent. If people are so intelligent in South Africa, you're telling me that y'all haven't noticed that these people are fucking us over already, or have been fucking us over for a while, and that they're still gonna fuck us over. You know, I tend to wonder if, bro, when they launch like youth programs, you know, things that are supposed to empower the youth, is it the youth, or the youth as in their children? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, how stupid can you be to believe in such the Alabuga start? You know what I'm saying? It's funny because it was promoted by useless influencers too. Boma, I don't even want to name them here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name them here, bro. I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, another thing, if I offended you, then you can dump in it. Just jump in a ditch, bro. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But I said what I said, bro. Like, how stupid can you be, bro? How stupid can you be? You can't tell me, bro, that when you get an offer, you can't literally spend like 50 rand data and then look into how legit this thing is, bro. Maybe it's deeper than that, but look into how legit. Try to find people that worked there or working there still. Get the numbers. I don't know. Call somebody, HR, someone in a big, cold calling. Cold calling as a youth. About cold calling, especially when you're about to launch a business. We learned all about that. Yes, bro. Out of school, starting to wonder if school is just another trap as well. You know what I'm saying? But how stupid can you be? But again, why would the news? I've learned in the past few days that you should always question the news, because the news is doing things, like everything is done for a reason. Why would the news want to make us think that these people are being treated unfairly or treated as dogs, like, work without pay in Thailand, in Russia? Could be true to Zile Sambundla, whatever the fucking name is. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm just rambling right now, but what do y'all think? I think it's a whole lot of BS. Somebody's lying. Even if it's true, how stupid can you be? But also, how convincing can it be? How convincing could it be? How convincing are these programs for South Africans, young South Africans too, I would imagine, to be traveling? To people who spend all the time on the internet. People who spend all the time. Come on. Cheers.